Hey, yo, man, Steph Curry got that look. He's not playing no games with these Boston Celtics. Game 4, he had 43 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists. Played for about 41 minutes. But did y'all see the shots he was hitting? Did y'all see the shots he was hitting? Dancing with Smart, dancing with Brown, coming off screens. He was getting fouled all the time. I don't know why the refs wasn't calling it, wasn't giving him his superstar calls. But, man, he was losing his mind. And if I was a Celtics fan, I'd be having nightmares. I wouldn't be able to sleep because the stuff that he's doing, it's just ridiculous, man. We know Steph Curry's body of work, but I feel like in these finals he is going to that next level. Many people say he's underperformed in the finals, and I don't believe that. But we haven't seen this where he's undoubtedly the MVP. In those early years before KD got there, LeBron was the MVP, Iggy was the MVP, and then when KD got there, it just wasn't fair, and KD was the MVP. But right now, Steph Curry is making it known that I am the best player in the series, and I am clearly the MVP. And it's not to say that he's playing for an MVP, but he wants to let the world know that when you talk about me, you're going to have to talk about me differently. He's putting himself into that top 10 player conversation of all time, because nobody's ever been able to shoot the ball like him. He's carrying an assassin mode right now. His face, his demeanor is different. He's not known to be a big trash talker. But he's definitely hyped up in a different mode. I don't know if anybody else notices, but if you really look at him after he's making some shots, he just looks in kill mode, and that's what I love to see, man. That's what NBA basketball is all about, the greatest players in the biggest moments shining bright. Speaking of great players, man, let me talk to Jason Tatum. What are you doing? Why are you playing so soft? My boy Jaylen Brown, man's being aggressive, attacking the hoop, and you're sitting here dancing on the wings. You're 6'10". If Steph Curry's guarding you, if Klay Thompson's guarding you, if number 8, Belincha, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, if he's guarding you, blow by them. And Wiggins got you on an island right now. You better call for a screen. And, I don't take pleasure in saying this. It's because it's not that you're playing bad. You're still putting up 23 and 8 assists. But where is the aggression? Where is the trash talk? I saw Draymond Green talking. You ain't saying nothing back to him. It's the NBA Finals, man. Your legacy is being built by something. And you've had a great first 3 rounds. And you've struggled shooting. You are not going to be Steph Curry struggling like this. And if Klay Thompson wasn't hurt and a couple years past his prime, the Warriors might have got you out of here in 5. Jaylen Brown is the only one carrying the aggression. And you should be carrying that aggression because you're the best player on the team. So I think Jaylen Brown needs to come give you a pep talk. Because, right now, if the Celtics win, if you all win this series, he's going to be the Finals MVP. So you need to step your aggression up if you want to win this series. Now, that loss wasn't completely on you. I don't think Marcus Smart should be taking 3 straight threes in the fourth quarter, when you have Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum on the team. So I do think that there's other people that we can hold accountable for that Game 4 loss. But Game 5, we know that there's going to be a Game 5 and a Game 6. Who knows if there's going to be a Game 7? But we know two things, that we're going to have 2 more games, at least. You need to be aggressive. Forget the side steps. Forget the step backs. Put your head down. Go to the hoop and attack Steph Curry when he's guarding you. Attack Klay Thompson. Don't run from the ball. You ran from the ball in the fourth quarter. My bad, y'all. I get upset sometimes, especially when I see play like that. A player of Tatum's caliber should not be playing soft. 6'10", long wingspan, can do what he wants on the court. You should not lack aggression on the biggest stage of basketball. But let me not solely focus on him. I do want to focus on some more of the Celtics players who I think need to contribute to try and win the series. I think Marcus Smart, he has very good moments, but then he has moments where he doesn't look like he knows what he's doing. Sometimes he shoots the ball way too much. He went 7 of 18 in game 4. And yes, he hit some good shots, but some of the shots, if you take 3 less shots, maybe Jaylen Brown gets a couple more shots and gets more points. He was 9 of 19. Brown should be taking 20 plus along with Jason Tatum's 20 plus because Brown is on that level with him right now, and he's been the best player in the Celtics. And so I think Marcus Smart should aim for about 10 to 12 and at most 15, unless he's scorching hot. But 10 to 12 shots at the point guard position is good for him because he has 2 elite wings that he can distribute the ball to that in an efficient way, and he can help make them better. Embrace that role as a point guard. I know you didn't come into the league. I know he didn't come into the league playing point guard. He came in as a shooting guard. But you're playing point guard for this team right now, so you need to embrace that role. I love Rob Williams. I love what he's doing, man. He's showing the heart of a warrior right now, punching shots. He is getting rid of shots. But he can only do so much because his knee is banged up. But he's showing out. So I can't really have too much critique on him because he's been playing his role. The way Robert Williams is playing his role, he's not worried about getting his own shot. He's catching lobs and he's punching shots. So the way he's playing his role, I think Marcus Smart needs to play his role. And this is not to say Marcus can't shoot the ball, but play your role and allow Tatum and allow Brown to blossom. Al Horford is another one. He had a great game in game 1. He's kind of been up and down, but for the most part, he's been solid. I think him and Robert Williams can do a little better of coming up those screens when Steph Curry comes off. But I really think the load of the Celtics offense and defense the burden is going to fall on Tatum and Brown. Now, yes, obviously the other guys have to contribute. But if Tatum continues to shoot 33%, and if Brown starts off the game hot, for instance, game 3 he had about 15 points in the first quarter. He finished off with 24. So they need to find a way for their offense to be consistent and not just have good burst moments. And so I think that if the Celtics can find their rhythm, they can find their pace, they can find the way how they can run their offense smooth, I think they can possibly win this series still. It's tied 2-2, and they have one more game at home, and they haven't lost back-to-back games all postseason. So that there is definitely a way for them to win this series, but they have to key in on what they want to do. I think they need to make a switch. Although Marcus Smart is the defensive player of the year, he is not really getting over those screens like he should. He's trying, but it's just not working. So I think Udoka should switch and put Jaylen Brown on Steph Curry. Put the 6'7", that wingspan on Steph Curry. Let him rough Steph Curry up a little bit. And then when Brown gets tired, you switch. Use multiple players. He's been playing Peyton Pritchard. Now, we know Peyton Pritchard can't play great defense, but maybe when he comes in for those 8 to 10 to 12-minute spurts, maybe pick up Steph Curry full court. Let's get him tired. He is a little bit older, and these guys are younger. So they should have more energy by default. Derek White is another one. He should be maybe picking up Steph Curry at half court. Get the guy tired. I know that's easier said than done because he just runs around the court, but pick him up before he gets to 30 feet because we know he can shoot from the parking lot. We know he can shoot from another planet. So you should know this already. This is simple. He's been doing it. He's been shooting from another stratosphere since 2016. So we know that he can do this. So as the Celtics, they have to find a way to stop Steph Curry from getting open looks. If he hits a contested shot, hats off to him. There ain't nothing you can do about it. But he has had too many open looks off of screens. And if the Celtics don't fix that, they will lose this series. Please leave a like and a comment below. Subscribe to the channel. And we'll be back with more content.